Hello. Okay. What is this? Why am I showing you this? This is important because this is what we do. Carry the weight of the world. I need to be perfect. I need to fit in. I need to be liked by everyone. I'm so amazing. I'm so nice. Let's drop the weight. Just drop the weight. Right? You are enough. Why am I here today? Who am I? First of all, I am so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me here, Sue. If you're listening to me right now or later on in the recording, it's not by chance, right? You're here for a reason. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever felt, I am not good enough, smart enough, intelligent enough? You know, somebody who is more confident than me can achieve this or be this or do that. Not me, you know, because this and this is wrong with me, you know, and I need to fix it. No, no, and no. You don't need fixing. You don't. Right? My name is Ruchi. I am a medical doctor by profession. I've been serving in the National Health Services UK for the last 12 years. I'm a podcaster. I am a trained clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a healer. I'm a global transformational speaker. I'm a best-selling author. You're like, oh my God, Ruchi, you're so me. No. This is really important. You know, as women, we don't talk about ourselves enough. You know, am I going to be considered too much? No, there's nothing like too much. All right. But these are just titles. What I really want to share is the deep fulfillment that I get from working with women who come to me struggling with self-confidence issues, self-worth, self-esteem. So initially I was working with these. But then as we dive in, my niche is to help women who have experienced sexual abuse, childhood trauma, to help them break the shackles of guilt and shame and to own their power, to own their shine. When I see the unfolding, when I do the rapid transformational therapy sessions for them, when I do the heart healing sessions for them, that gives me the truest and deepest joy and fulfillment. As far as it comes to me being an author, podcaster, speaker, that gives me the joy, the pure joy of living in my authenticity, of freeing my voice, my message. Was that always the case? And the truth is, no, it wasn't. So, not longer than 4 years back, I was a burnt out doctor. I was facing postpartum depression. I remember holding my son in my arms, looking deep in his eyes and asking myself, with tears streaming down my cheeks, how am I going to be present for my child? Be a present parent, be a conscious parent when I'm feeling lost. I can't even see the light myself. I'm feeling invisible. I cannot find the purpose in my life. Outwardly, everything looks great. I'm being told, well, you're a doctor, you are married, happy marriage, you've got your child in your arms, life's great. The reality was I was so lost that I could not even see the light at the end of the tunnel. This postpartum depression was just a sign to look at the baggage that I was carrying. I know you are in the story with me. So I want you to go within and feel the pain that you've been hiding from. So for me, I'm sitting at the rock bottom and there are these chains attached at my back, which I've been carrying on for years. You know, at this point I was 35 years old, so I've been carrying these for 30 years. These chains were of guilt and shame. I was so used to carrying them that I did not know a life without it. Where did they come from? This postpartum depression was just a pointer to make me realize what I had buried deep inside as a 5-year-old. I was sexually abused by a cousin of mine who was about 10-15 years elder to me. Not sure how long the abuse lasted. I did not tell anyone, and probably as a 4 or 5-year-old would do, burying it deep down, I thought that's it, it cannot affect any part of my life. And the reality was, it was trickling into every part of my life. I was struggling with low self-confidence, negligent self-worth, immense self-doubt, loss of sense of purpose. I could easily hide them in my white coat too. Now, what would you do? There are two options. Either I stay in there, in the rock bottom, in the dark, but now here I have chosen to be a parent. I've got a newborn to look after. This is peak COVID. It's me and him. My husband has to go back to work. So I mustered the courage to turn around and to look back at what I had been carrying. Was this easy? No, it wasn't. But as I mustered the courage to do that, the grip it held on me started to loosen. When you face the fear, the guilt, the shame in the eye, things started to move. Did that happen overnight? No. But that is where, in my all of the learning and growth journey of last 4 years, from me feeling completely lost, unseen, invisible, and this trickling into all parts of my life, coming out of that towards owning my power, owning my voice, owning my authenticity. So that is the 6-pillar framework that I'm talking about. I'm here to stand for every girl, every woman who has experienced sexual abuse, who has experienced childhood trauma. Because this could be any one of you listening, or someone you know. It could be your wife, husband, father, mother, sibling, boyfriend, girlfriend, anyone. Why? Because the UNICEF numbers say that on a worldwide scale, it is 1 in 5 girls and 1 in 7 boys. 1 in 5 girls, 1 in 5. Finding my way back to myself was not easy, but I'm here to tell you it is possible. There is a way and means to do it, okay? If you are holding on to the pain, if you're holding on to the trauma, putting its shackles in you, I'm here to remind you that trauma is not a life statement. This is a glimpse of my journey. So this little Ruchi that you see here, well, that's when the abuse happened. That's me skydiving from 15,000 feet. That's when I did my RTT clinical hypnotherapy with Marissa Peer. This lady transformed my life. And rapid transformational therapy was really deep in finding my way back to myself. And that's my son, of course. I'm here to tell you that healing is possible. Yes, healing is messy, but it starts with self-awareness, with realizing and understanding who you are. If you are struggling with playing small, wanting to fit the boxes, wanting to tick the ticks, wanting to be liked, constantly needing validation from outside, I have lived it all. My life was about that. Certification after certification after certification. This would definitely make me feel enough. This would definitely make me feel like, I'm good enough, worthy enough. No, 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 and no. Your worth is an inside job. Your validation, your worth comes from inside you, not outside. The word trauma gets thrown around a lot. What is trauma? Trauma is a disconnection from yourself. Whatever happened in life, whatever trauma happened, somehow we abandon parts of ourselves, and that's the disconnection. Healing is coming back to yourself. So first, let's come to self-awareness. For developing self-awareness, I would say take 5 minutes out of your day. And if you're not driving right now, I want to do a really, really fun exercise with you. This is amazing. This is where I started. So first thing in the morning, when you wake up, look in the mirror, deep into your own eyes. And of course, if you're listening right now, all of us have our phones, right? So I want you to take your phone out, right? Look at yourself in your eyes and say out loud, Ruchi, you say your name, of course. I love you. Truly, deeply, and unconditionally. I love and accept all parts of you. Now, I want you to do this self-love mirror or phone exercise every single day. When I did it for the very first time, I was shivering. The second day, I was in tears. I was almost on the floor. Third day, I'm like, Ruchi, why are you lying to yourself? But then when I persisted with it every single day for 3 weeks, the meter started to move. The power of belief, what you need, who you are, is all within you. You know, when each one of us, when we arrived, you know, no child ever doubts their worth, or are they lovable enough, or are they good enough, or they will be wearing their nappies with their nose running around and they feel like they are the most amazing, wonderful people. Each one of us came like that. So all this, like, you know, I am not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, self-sabotage, it is because of the disconnection that happens with the beliefs, the luggage of beliefs that we take from our surroundings, from our caretakers, from our parents. Unfortunately, abuse makes it worse. I have experienced it. I work with a lot of clients. This brings in a deep belief of unworthiness. I am not good enough. I am a bad person. Something is wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with you. It was really unfortunate what happened. But I want you to put your hand on your heart and say, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't. It just wasn't. What happened cannot be changed, but there is a way and means to find your way back to yourself. So we talked about self-awareness, about finding 5 minutes a day for yourself. Then we come to inner alignment. Inner alignment comes from introspection. What is introspection? Finding time for yourself, 5 minutes in a day, where you're not planning the past, where you're not planning the future, where you're right now, in this moment, with your most precious possession, yourself. You come first. You cannot give anyone anything from an empty cup. As a mom to a young son, I know, you know, we as women, we want to give. Well, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't keep your cup full, I've been told, Ruchi, I'm so busy, I don't have time for healing. Okay. Healing is not only a gift that you give yourself. Healing is a gift you give to every person in your life. May it be your partner, your parents, your children. Because you drop off the mask and you give yourself the permission to be seen and loved as you are. So all the connections in your life actually deepen and become more real, more authentic. Healing is a gift that you give yourself that you've long awaited. So we discussed the self-love phone exercise, finding 5 minutes in the day for yourself, taking off the garbage. You know, we keep our houses clean, but we keep a load of emotions, thoughts, feelings unprocessed in our mind and carry it around. And then feeling, oh, why am I feeling so foggy today? Why am I feeling so lost? The simplest way, deep breath in. So I love the 4-5-8 technique. It's very simple. If you're not driving, I would encourage you to do it with me. So breathe in for 4, hold for 5, and release for 8. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release for 8. Again, 4, 5. No matter how lost you're feeling, if you do the 4, 5, 8 technique about 3 to 5 times, you're in the middle of traffic jam, you're feeling lost as a parent, your child is throwing a tantrum, there's an important business meeting and the presentation won't work, whatever it is, the answers don't lie outside there. You know, the picture of life that we are shown, you know, when you achieve this, you're going to be happy. When you get that, you're going to be successful. No, it's the other way around. The journey is inside out. So getting your act together, finding your way back to yourself, healing the disconnection with yourself is paramount. And then you come from there. So we talked about self-awareness, starting with the self-love mirror or phone exercise. If you're going to do it, right, if you can do it, if you're not listening on your phone, if you could do it right now, I would encourage you to do that. It takes a minute. Stick to it. It's on the phone. You can do it multiple times a day. Yeah. So becoming your own loving parent. You don't need anybody else to tell you, like, you know, how amazing you are, or well done, or, you know, who is that one person who knows exactly what you need to hear when you're disturbed, when you're upset, when things are falling apart? You. Becoming your own loving parent, you're taking the power back to yourself. You are bringing the validation. The validation you need comes from within you. Celebrating yourself. How do you celebrate? Okay, when I'm going to achieve that in 3 years' time, I'm going to celebrate myself. Celebrate the wins. Small, big, doesn't matter. Just celebrate your wins. Celebrate yourself every single day. You know, when the child learns to walk, they do a little, I don't know, they walk for 2 steps and the whole family is celebrating, right? At some point, we forget to celebrate ourselves. We get lost in the mundane. No, reward yourself. Celebrate yourself. It could be as simple as, I'm done with this talk. I'm going to go in the mirror and tell myself, Ruchi, amazing job. You know, you did that talk. You were present, you were real, you were authentic, you connected. Find ways to celebrate yourself. Celebrate your wins. All right. So the comments I can see, right, you know, for any of you who are going to be watching this talk later on, please don't forget to comment. I would really be looking forward to them. And if you're going to do the self-love phone exercise, if you're going to do, then write S. If you're going to be doing the expressive writing, then just write expressive or E. And I would love to hear from you, like, you know, what are your takeaways from the talk? So we talked about self-love phone exercise, we talked about expressive writing, about taking 3 deep breaths with the 4, 5, 8 technique. If you're feeling completely lost, which happens. So 3 deep breaths, 4, 5, 8, getting yourself back, pen to paper, all the thoughts, emotions, feelings going wild in your head, put them out on paper, okay? So we clean our house of the trash, you clean your head of the trash, right? This is extremely helpful, right? Yes, I offer RTT sessions and heart healing, but if you're like, what can I do right now? You know, I'm completely lost. I have no clue what to do. These are simple, really simple, straightforward tools. And I know they work because I've used them in the depths of despair. And step by step, you find your way back to yourself. It's a promise to yourself, putting yourself first every single day. Another thing I would say is creating a proud list. So if you're going to create a proud list, just write proud in the comments below. What is a proud list? A proud list is a reminder to yourself of all the physical, mental, personal, professional, emotional, spiritual, all the challenges and obstacles you have overcome in the last 20 years of your life. Right now, as I speak to you, it's sticking in front of me. So when your mind comes to you with self-doubt, no, you're not good enough, you won't be able to do it, this is a physical reminder of how far you've come. And believe me, once you write that, you know, last 20 years of physical, mental, personal, professional, emotional, spiritual, all the challenges and obstacles you've overcome, you are going to remind yourself of how amazingly resilient and powerful and superhuman that you are. We forget it. We start forgetting about, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. Celebrating yourself every single day. If you're going to celebrate yourself, do write celebrate in the comments below. Okay, so what all did we learn today? I'm going to be back with you British summertime, 10:30 tomorrow morning. I will be covering rest of the tools, but from today I would say the self-love mirror or phone exercise, expressive writing, creating the proud list. And if you're going to do any of this or all of these, if you're going to do all of these, just write all. Okay, I look forward to tuning with you in the next part tomorrow. And now, because you're watching this talk and you're giving yourself the gift of growth and learning and self-love and self-acceptance, of celebrating yourself, I would want to celebrate you. Right now, as I finish the talk, I will be posting the link to the Inner Child Healing guided meditation that I've created just for you. This is very special to my heart because I've literally created it with all my heart for you, okay? So this is something normally I charge around 250 to 300 pounds with my clients, but because you're so special, because you came in here, because you're investing in your growth, I would love to give it for you for free. I'll be posting the link in the comments. As you click on the link, you just put in it will be delivered to your email inbox. It's about 15 to 20 minutes long, and my clients have raving reviews about it. Like Kerry could actually sleep through the night, the palpitations were gone, and she found more peace in her heart, more connection with herself, and deeper connection with your inner child. I am so thankful that you were here with me today, right now, and if you're listening it on record, even more love to you. All right, and so I will be connecting with the rest of the tools and another beautiful free gift for you tomorrow. So I look forward to tuning in with you. Lots of love. Bye bye.